Hello, hello, hello.
麦克风有声音吗？麦克风。麦克风没有声音。
Parda, parda, sama. Parda, lokum parda da. Công trình là大家我可以让你们获利越多。
不是 No。好，谢谢。Testing。
大家早安。So, we should start now, right?
我们现在开始。
Okay, so as we don't have much time, I'll keep it short and clean.
因为时间不多，所以呢，我们就会长话短说，非常精简。
So, I'll start my teaching with a quotation from Buddha himself.
那么呢，就是以佛陀所说的教言为开始。
Buddha said, "I cannot wash away your sin with water."
佛陀说：“我是无法用水将你的业障清净的。”
And I cannot remove your suffering by my hand.
我也无法用手将你的苦难移除。
I cannot transfer my realization to you.
我也无法将我的了悟转移到你的身上。
The only way I can help you is by giving you the teaching.
唯一能够帮助你们的方式，就是我来给予你们佛法。
So you should strive to liberate yourself.
所以你们应该要自己努力来让自己解脱。
So basically, Buddha is asking us to study his teaching.
基本上呢，佛陀就是在请求我们自己要来研读佛法。
Because only studying helps us to see the truth.
因为只有透过闻思佛法，才能够让我们见到真理。
Yeah, not the prayers.
不是祈祷本身。
So to see the truth, it is more important than anything in our life.
所以呢，真的见到真理实相，是比我们生命中其他事情更重要的。
So we are not happy because we don't know the truth. We don't understand what is the truth.
我们为什么不快乐？快乐呢？其实就是因为我们不了解，我们没有看到事物的真相本身。
It is also same with our life.
这就是跟我们的生命是一样的意思。
Because we suffer in life because we don't understand the truth about our life.
为什么我们在生命当中会去受苦？其实就是因为我们并不了解真相、真理到底是什么。
Or maybe we don't understand what is happiness.
又或者可能是因为我们不了解到底什么是快乐。
So in Buddhist text, right, we say that when we are hungry, eating food is the happiness we choose always, right?
那经典中其实有讲到，其实当我们饥饿的时候，能够去吃 吃，有食物吃，其实就是我们的快乐。
But the same action, which is eating food when you are hungry, gives you the happiness, right? But if you keep eating the food, right? If you keep eating the food non-stop, the very action which brings you the happiness slowly, gradually turn into suffering.
那么同样的一个动作，也就是吃，去享用这个食物。当我们饥饿的时候，我们吃的时候会带给我们快乐。但是如果我们一直去享用食物，一直去吃，其实最后会带来的是痛苦。
Yeah, so Buddhism believes that the happiness we know in our mundane life is just a beginning of our suffering.
所以呢，在佛教当中是这样确信的，在我们生命当中、生活当中，觉得会带给我们快乐的，其实是痛苦的开始。
So, what is happiness then?
那到底快乐是什么？
Happiness is a contented feeling of like I like my life as it is right now.
那么其实真正的快乐，可以说它其实就是一种知足的感受，也就是现在这个当下我所感受到的，知足我就能够快乐。
So, and also, right, that's the happiness. And what is pleasure? Pleasure is often misunderstood as a happiness throughout the time. Throughout the time, all the time.
那么另外一个就是愉悦。什么是愉悦呢？愉悦就是我们其实会相信，哦，这个是会一直持续保持不变的，就是愉悦。
A pleasure like for young kids, we like to go to party, right? We like to, young kids, and also some elder. They like to go to a party. They like to drink beer. They like to smoke, right? And they think it is happiness, but it is not really happiness. But why do we think it is happiness? It's because when we do a party, when we smoke, when we drink, when we do drugs, right? It just stop our unhappy thoughts for just, and we think, oh, that is happiness.
那么到底什么是快乐？可能对年轻的人来说，就仁波切其实他自己很年轻，年轻的一代可能会想，哦，就是去参加派对呀、喝啤酒、抽抽烟啊，这就是所谓的快乐。然后呢，但是其实这真的是快乐吗？为什么我们会认为 ，OK， 我如果去派对啊、抽烟啊，然后甚至嗑毒，其实是可以带来快乐的？其实就只是因为当在做这些事情的时候呢，它会让我们这种不快乐的念头稍微暂停一下子而已。这个就是我们所谓的快乐。
So it is very important for us to understand the differentiation between pleasure and happiness. Pleasure is something that we always bring from external factors. And happiness is always being contented. Like, I'm happy with what I have right now.
那么，所以其实去区分愉悦跟快乐是非常重要的。所谓的愉悦，常常是我们必须要透过外在的一些事物才能带来的感受，但是快乐其实它就是知足的本身。
So, for us to be, for you to be happy, if you need every external things, right, to be perfect, and it is very difficult for you to be happy.
那如果对你来讲呢，什么是快乐？如果你的要求是外在的所有一切都要很完美，那么对你来说，快乐可能就是很难的。
Because our life, right, it is very uncertain, right? Because I'm saying that if your happiness depends on external things, then our happiness becomes very fragile. Because our life is very uncertain. The best day or best time of your life and the worst time of your life can happen within few minutes. So it's very uncertain.
那么为什么这么说呢？因为其实外在的一切在生活当中是非常没有确定性的。如果你是依靠外在而得到快乐，可以说你的快乐是非常脆弱的，因为生活当中充满了所有的不确定性。你可以说呢，你最好的那个最美好的时光，甚至也可以说你最糟的那个时光，都可能在短暂的时间内发生。
So for us, it's very important that whatever happens, we always have to remain calm and joyful. Whatever happens, it's very important for us to remain calm and joyful.
所以呢，其实很重要的就是，如果真的要快乐，我们应该要保持的就是，无论发生什么事情，我们都能够保持一种冷静，也就是淡定，然后一种快乐、愉悦。
So when we are happy, right? When good things happen to us, we are so good people. We are like a bodhisattva, we are like a pusa.
可以说，当我们快乐的时候呢，其实我们就会变得是非常好的人。可以说，就像菩萨一样，我们就是菩萨。
And when bad things happen to us, and there's anger, there's jealousy, and we think, oh, I have every reason, I have every right to be angry, to be jealous, to hurt that person who hurt you.
然后呢，当我们生气的时候，或者是当我们有嫉妒的时候，在这个时候呢，我们就会觉得我们有足够的理由，我们绝对有权利去感受到愤怒跟嫉妒。然后呢，你就会想，对造成你这样感受的人，你想要去伤害他。
So if you get angry, right? If you get angry, you will be unhappy, not your enemy. It's very important for us to understand.
如果你真的生气了，其实很重要去了解的是，真正受伤的是你自己，并不是你的敌人。
Yeah, so anger, jealousy, and hatred, right? It is like a poison. So if you drink the poison, you will die, right? But we are like, we drink the poison and want our enemy to die. This is not how it works.
那么愤怒、嫉妒，甚至这种嗔恨、愤恨，它其实就像毒药一样的。当我们有这些情绪的时候，就像我们自己在喝毒药，我们自己喝下这些毒药，却希望敌人能够死掉，这是绝对是错误的。
Yes, so if you want, of course, all of us want to be happy. So if you want to be happy, what we need to do is always remain calm, strong. Don't let our mental state down.
那么我们所有人都是希望能够有快乐的，但我们如何能够快乐呢？其实呢，就是要保持这份冷静跟坚强，然后让我们的心能够不受干扰。
Again, right? When something very unfortunate happens in our life, right? We often mentally broke down. But if you think properly, right? What possibly we could have done to prevent that unfortunate event happening in our life? To be honest, we couldn't have done anything much.
那么呢，当不幸的事情发生了之后，常常那个当下，我们可以说我们其实是造成的。但如果我们真的去看看，我们能够做什么事情来避免这些不幸的事情发生呢？可以说，其实我们能做的并不多。
For example, right, we know smoking is very bad for our health, right? If you smoke a lot, our lifespan will be shortened, right? So we don't smoke, we quit smoke. And the money we spend on buying this
cigarettes, we save that money, right? We save that money. And buying car is also good, right? Buying car. You save the money and you buy a car by saving that money. But next day, you had an accident and you die. So if you look at this example, it is very weird actually, right? So what could have you done better? You actually did the best. You quit smoke, right? And you saved money and you bought a car, which is very good. But unfortunate event happened. You had an accident and you died. You couldn't have done much, right? You did the best, but still something very bad happened. So as I'm saying, right, this is life. Sometimes we do the best, sometimes doing the best thing brings the worst thing in our life. That's our life. We couldn't have done anything better.
那这边举一个例子，譬如说，我们大家都知道抽烟是不好的。如果去抽烟的话呢，甚至可能会让我们短命。所以呢，因为这样子，我们戒烟了。那戒烟了之后呢，其实你就省了钱，然后接着呢，你就拿这些钱去买了一辆车。但是买了车的隔天，天知道居然出了一场意外，你当场就死亡了。那其实这一个例子看起来，你可以说它是非常奇怪的，对吗？你现在来想想，在这个例子当中，你要怎么样努力可以让事情可以变得更好？首先，你戒烟是好的，你省钱也是好的，然后你去买了一辆车，但是呢，却突然的发生了车祸，然后呢，这些都不是预期的。那在这个当中，你可以说你其实很努力了。然后你放弃不好的，你努力要变好，但是坏事能够转还呢？你真的去这样看，你就发现，其实当中你能够改变的因素，其实没有办法掌握的。
So most of the time we don't have much choice in our life. We just have to accept the life as it is.
可以说，在生命当中呢，很多事情我们都是没有选择权的，我们只能够去接受生命。
But the choice we have, right? The choice we have is that what you want to do next, right? What to do next? That's the only choice we have.
但是我们唯一有的选择就是接下来。你想怎么做？该怎么去做？这是我们拥有的选择权。
So as I say, right, when unfortunate event happen in our life, we only have two choices, right? Choice number one is that you want to remain broken, mentally, physically broken, or you want to move. You want to be better than that you were in those unfortunate event.
那么可以说呢，我们其实都希望能够有快乐的，但是当不幸的事情发生的时候呢，我们可以决定接下来要怎么样做可以更好，还是我们就宁愿选择 OK， 我就让我的身心这样受损就好了。
But as me, right, I would always choose number two, to be better than I was before, right? Because if I give you an example, right, let's say I have a $500, right, and I lost $50, right. So when I lost $50, what I should do is that, I lost $50, so I have to make sure I don't lose my $450, right? But most of the time what we do is that when we lost $50 and we don't care about the $450, this is the wrong way of approaching the life.
可以说呢，在这边我们有两个选择，一个就是我们希望让自己可以变得更好，另一个呢就是选择 OK 让身心都受创，继续就这样子。但是呢，可以说我们大家其实都应该去选择，我们要比以前要更好的。这边再给一个例子，有时候呢，这就有点像是 OK， 我们有500块钱，假设我们失去了50块，不小心丢 丢了50块，那么其实该做的就是尽量保有剩下的450块，对吗？但是我们人很奇怪，我们常常做的就是，当我们丢了50块的时候，我们宁愿 OK， 接下来450块我们也不管。
So just like that, right? We have a 360 something day in our life, right? And when our one day, right? When our day one day become a little bit bad, something bad happened in that one day. When our one day become a little bit weird, we should be even more careful that we don't make our rest of the day of the year become bad, right? We have to be even more careful. Okay, my day number 1 was not good, but the rest of the days, I make sure it will be better. That is the choice we have.
就可以说呢，你一年当中有365天，假设有一天不幸的事情发生了，那么其实我们该做的就是我们要非常用心努力的，让剩下来的这个时光，我们可以让它变得比较好。我们不要因为一天的不好，我们就忘了，其实我们还有一年剩下这么多其他的时间。其实我们应该就是要去努力，让生命能够，让生活能够更好的。
So yes, we always have to take care of ourselves, right? Because when we are in front of our teacher, master, our mother, we always feel that, oh, they are going to take care of us, right? Oh, he's my master, he's my mother, he's my father. They will take care of me. But it is not like that, right? We have a fun, right? As a parents, as a friend, as a random people, right? We drink coffee, we have fun, we go to beach, we swim, we do swimmings, right? But at the end of the day, right? And we say, okay, bye-bye, we had a good day, and take care of yourself. Nobody say, okay, I'm going to take care of you. Nobody say that. Because everybody know that we cannot take care of other people, but we have to take care of ourselves, right? So it is very important for us that we have to make sure that we take care of ourselves.
那么呢，可以说，其实我们每个人都是希望我们的生活可以更好的，但是我们是必须要去照顾自己的。当然，我们就有上司，我们有我们的父母。当我们面对他们的时候，常常就会想：哦，你们还要照顾我上司啊，我的父母啊，你们会照顾我，对吗？但是呢，其实在这当中，其实就是我们并没有很清楚。朋友啊、同事等等的这些不同的这些人，然后我们都可以跟他们一起花时光享乐。譬如说，我们去找他喝咖啡啊，去沙滩我们去玩、去游泳。然后当一天结束了，最后我们一定会说：“哦，再见，好好照顾，好好保重哦，好好照顾自己。”然后我们就掰了，对吗？没有一个人会告诉你说：“哦，今天结束了，我会照顾你的。”有人会这样说吗？不会的。其实我们都是必须要好好的照顾自己的。
So why do we need to take care, right? Why do we need to take care so much? Because we are not dead, we are alive. We are living being, right? That's why we need to take care. Because anything that is not dead, anything which is alive, always demand a care.
那么为什么我们要照顾自己呢？可以说，就是因为我们还活着，我们还是活动着。可以说，任何还没有死亡的，只要是活着的，其实都需要去好好的照顾跟照料。
For example, these flowers, right? If you don't care about this flower, and if they die, you don't care, right? You don't have to do anything. You don't have to take care of this flower. If you want them, if you don't want them alive, living. But if you want this flower alive, then we just can't leave it like that, right? We need to water this flower. We need to make sure the temperature of this room is good for this flower. We have to do so many things to keep this flower alive. Because why? The flower is alive, is not dead, right? So everything that is alive demands the care, right? Taking care.
例如，就像你们前面写的这些花，如果说我们希望这些花能够很新鲜的，可以说就让它们可以继续活下去。这时候呢，其实我们是不是要去照顾这些花？我们要去浇水，同时我们要去看一下哦，室内的温度是合理的吗？其实有很多的细节是我们必须要去照料的，让这些花能够继续保持新鲜。这就是为什么我们其实是必须要去照顾的。
So, but I'm not saying that I'm taking care of myself and you guys are not taking care of yourself. I'm not saying that. I don't misunderstood. But when I see, my friends, other people's, right, I don't think that they do take care of themselves because I think they live like a robot. Their life seems to be very robotic life. Robot.
当然，讲到这边，仁波切的意思不是说哦，只有仁波切自己照顾自己，大家好像都不是太照顾自己，不是这样的意思的。他其实就是看到他生活当中，看到很多他的朋友，看到其他人，他们其实活得就像机器人一样，他们每天的生活是非常机械化的。
Yeah, so for example, right, when we wake up in the morning, right, the first thing we do is always think about. The reason why I say we live like a robot is because there's a reason, maybe I'm wrong, right, but we do the same thing all the time without thinking, without being aware, without analyzing anything. For example, when we wake up in the morning, right, the first thing we do is always to think about our problem. What is our problem? Then we wake up, then we drink the coffee, then we dress, then we eat something that we eat all the time, right? Then we go to the office, we take the same route to the office, right? Then so many things that we do, everything, like when we wake up, and when we get up from the bed, we always get up from the same side of the bed, right? Always the right. Something like that, right? We always do the same thing throughout the day. That's why I'm saying, we live like a robot.
那么呢，为什么这样说？为什么说我们活得像机器人？当然，人们现在说他可能也错了。但是其实就来看看吧。OK， 早上了，我们醒过来了。然后呢，醒过来的时候呢，可以说我们脑袋没有真的在运作，但是可能第一个蹦出的念头，我们第一个想常都是我现在面对什么问题，我有什么问题。然后呢，接着我们醒过来了，我们可能就喝个咖啡，然后穿上衣服，然后可以说那个衣服呢，其实我们穿的那个样式大部分都是一样的。然后接着呢，我们就开一样的路，我们去到我们的办公室。然后呢，可以说就是日复一日，我们几乎是这样过着我们的生活。当我们醒过来以后，甚至我们下床的那个从哪一边下床，我们可能都是固定的右边。然后当我们这样子以后，你去看看，其实我们每天就是日复一日做一样的事情，这不是很像机器人吗？
Yes. So what I'm saying is that doing same things every day is not a problem. This is not a problem. But are you aware, are you mindful when you are doing the same thing throughout the day, right? The reason why I think we live a very robotic life is that we just do things, just like a robot programmed by a computer. We do the same thing all the time. In the morning, afternoon, meet same people, talk same thing, same job, drink same coffee, right? I'm saying it looks like a robot, not because you are doing the same thing all the time, because there's no much thinking, you just do it, right? There's no much analyzing, you just do it. right? There's no much mindfulness. You just do it because you think, oh, that's what we do, but it is not what we do. The most important thing for us is to be mindful, to be aware what you are doing. Are you even analyzing what you are doing? Does it make you happy? What you are doing in your life. Is it that what you really want to do in your life? Or maybe somebody want me to do that thing, right? Is there thinking involved in your life? Is there mindful involved in your life? Is there awareness involved in your life? If there is no these three things, then you are just a robot, in a human form. That's all we are.
可以说呢，我们日复一日做着同样的事情。当然，这边不是在讲说我们重复做这些事情是错的，没有这没有问题，而是当我们这样重复这些动作的时候，我们是否有一份正知正念？我们是否有觉知？就是为什么说机器人呢？其实当我们在重复这些动作的时候，我们就有点像是已经被设计好程式的机器人，我们就这样子去运作的。早上、下午，早上去上班，然后遇到一样的人，我们说的同样的事情，我们做着一样的工作，然后我们这样子过的生活，可以说呢，到底一天是如何过的？我们真的有过得快乐吗？我们的生命当中，我们想要的是什么？我们其实有这样子去思考过吗？当我们在做这些行为，过着我们的人生的时候，我们这当中有足够的专注跟觉察，也就是我们有这一份觉知吗？而不是像机器人一样去机械式的重复这些动作。
But the problem is that, right? If you do same things every day, right? Gradually it becomes our habit, right? And you know what is habit. Habit means easy. If you are a habit to do certain things and doing things that become so easy, it's so spontaneous. It's very easy, right? And when it becomes your habit, it is very difficult to change.
那么这当中可以说，当我们重复一样的事情的时候，其实它就会变成我们的一种习惯，一种习性。为什么？因为它其实就是让事情变得更简单。就是我们就是重复做一样的事情，因为这就是让一切变得更容易、更简单。
Yes, and the biggest gift in our life, right, is our ability to change. The possibility to change. That is the biggest gift in our life, or maybe the biggest advantage of impermanence. That's the biggest gift.
可以说，在我们的人生当中，最大的礼物是什么？其实就是我们可以改变。你可以说可以改变，可以去改，这个其实就是我们的一个优势。你可以说这就是无常当中我们可以掌握的优势。
Yes, then doing same things for all the time, right? Living a robotic life. The biggest problem is that we don't get the chance to use or utilize the biggest gift, the greatest gift in our life, to change, right? To be better, to utilize the possibility to be the greatest, right? To be the happiest. Because we are doing the same thing for our last 30 years, 40 years, 20 years, right? And all of a sudden, someone asks you to do, okay, don't do this, because if you do that, there's nothing good out of it. If you do that, something good going to happen to you, I mean, a great opportunity is awaiting you on the other side of the shore, right? But we are living the same life for 30, 40 years, right? It becomes our habit. Then when we want to change, there's a fear, we feel scared, we feel insecure, we feel a sense of insecurity. Because why? Because of our habit living the same life for past 30, 40 years. That's why I'm saying, always be mindful, right? Always know what is happening within you. Always try to be aware about your life. What is happening? Is it good or is it bad? Or should I change? Because if you trust in being aware, to understand or see your life clearly is always there, right? Living the same life for the past 30, 40 years and making it your habit, it hinders the possibility to change. And we are losing our biggest, greatest, best gift in our life.
可以说呢，就是当我们就是这样很习惯性的，我们这样重复的日复一日的过生活，其实呢，我们可能牺牲掉了，就是我们生命当中这份最大的礼物，也就是去改变，变得更好，变得更快乐。当我们过去30、40年，我们做的都是一样的事情，然后其实我们已经很习惯，我们觉得这很容易。但是呢，假设有人告诉你，现在呢可能有一个很大的机会在另一边等着你，然后呢，你只要稍微去改变一下，你呢也许就会有完全不一样的事情，不一样的人生。但是因为我们已经很习惯过我们自己习惯性的生活，当我们真的要去面对改变的时候，常常我们就会有不安全感，我们会恐惧。为什么？因为我们已经习惯了这样的生活，30、40年来都是一样的。然后呢，其实这边很重要，就是我们要真正的看看自己有没有在生活当中保有这一份专注跟觉知、觉察，生命当中到底在发生的是什么？然后呢，现在过的到底是好还是坏？我是不是应该有所改变？然后当我能够去改变，当我能够看得很清楚的时候，我也许就能够掌握住这样的机会。如果我们已经习惯了过去，不管是几年、30年、40年，我们所习惯的这一切，其实这份习惯都很可能障碍我们的人生，让我们失去生命中最宝贵的礼物。
Yes, as I say, to be mindful, to know what is happening around you, right? It is important. You know why? For example, right, we are very busy human being, right? We don't have much time to gather, meet friends, especially meet our parents. We do work, Then, like at the weekend, right? On the weekend, we gather with our family, right? We have a dinner. Let's say we have a dinner. But what we do, not all the people, but many young people, what they do when they are having a weekend dinner with the parents, they just play, the text, right? The text. They socialize with some people that is like 1,000, 2,000 miles away from them, right? But the people, your parents is literally next to you, but we don't have that time to talk to our parents, right? Because we are so, not mindful. We are supposed to be talking to our parents, to friends that are next to us, taking care of their feelings, right? Asking them, how was your day? But instead, as I say, we are so habitual, the habit of using phone is so hardwired in our brain that we couldn't much care about the people just next to us, right? So this is the problem happens when we are not mindful, because we don't know what is happening just around you, right?
为什么要去强调在生活当中，我们其实要能够去专注、觉知、觉察到底发生了什么事情，我周围所发生的事情呢？因为可以说我们都是过着非常忙碌的人生的，我们有我们的家庭，父母要照顾，我们有朋友，然后呢，我们需要工作。假设 OK 周末我们是不是都会花时间跟家人聚会？假设现在讲晚餐聚会，然后呢，这边呢，我可能就是要以那个比较年轻的一代来讲 ，OK 家族聚会的晚餐，旁边坐的就是我们的老父母，但是呢，在做什么？我们在做什么？其实我们在传简讯，我们在玩我们的手机， 我们在传简讯的那个对象呢，可能离我们有1-2千里那么的远，但是呢，我们是如此的专注的在跟他互动，我们真的就忘了旁边坐的就是我们的父母亲。其实我们应该要照顾父母的，对吗？我们应该要问他们：你们过得如何啊？感觉怎么样？今天日子怎么样？最近怎么样？是不是这个样子？但是这都是我们没有去做的。我们其实完全没有活在这个当下，我们也没有所谓的专注跟觉知，因为呢，我们是如此习惯的，就是要玩手机，就是呢，这个手机可以说已经呢是在我们脑中是一个主要的一个专注的对象。我们其实根本没有真的活在这个当下去觉知周围所发生的事情。
So if you want to take care of your life or anything in your life, first you have to be mindful, right? Without mindful, you don't know what is happening. If you don't know what is happening, you don't know whether it is good or bad, right? And there's no judgment, there's no preparation for anything. That's why it is very important for us to be mindful, means that we must know what is happening in our life, what is happening around you. So if you have a problem with your body, you make sure you check your body, right? If you have a problem with your mind, you must know you have a problem with your mind, and you have to attend, to that problem. You have to make sure you solve that problem.
可以说呢，我们必须要照顾好自己，我们要照料好我们的生活。所以说，其实所有的一切都需要我们去专注跟觉察，到底在发生什么事情，而不是这样不清不楚的，也分不清楚好坏，没有任何的判断。没有这样判断的话，其实我们就根本没有办法去准备面对任何会发生的事情。当我们能够专注觉察，到底现在所发生的是什么，生命当中进行的是什么，周围发生了什么事情，我们就会知道说 ，OK， 假设我们现在身体状况不太好，我们会确定 OK， 赶快去检查身体。那如果呢是心理状态不太好，这时我们会很清楚的，我的心理状态，我的心境好像怪怪的。这个时候呢，我们其实就会知道，然后我们该怎么样去面对，我们要怎么样去解决这样的一个状况。
Yes, so to make it simple, if you want to boil an egg, right, you need to set a fire, right, and boil it, right? If you want that egg to be boiled, that's what you have to do, right? Not asking your shifu or master, and pray to him, master, make my egg boiled. That's a wrong way to do.
假设，其实简单来讲，例如我们现在要煮一个蛋，我们要水煮蛋，我们首先就要先开火，对吗？然后确定 OK 水滚了，蛋能够煮熟了，这是非常简单的，而不是说我们要煮一个水煮蛋，这个时候呢，我们反而开始向上师去祈请说，上师啊，请你帮我把蛋煮熟吧，这是不对的。
Yes, so if you have a physical problem, first thing you need to see a doctor, that's what they are for, right? Don't go to, your teacher and ask to fix your physical problem. That's not what we do, right? And if you have a mental problem, then maybe you can see your teacher, right? That's what we are supposed to do, right? If you have a physical problem, see a doctor, and if the doctor couldn't fix it, then there's something wrong with your karma, or then you can do certain things that is taught in Buddhism, right? But most of the people, what they do is that when they have a leg problem, when they have a business problem, all they do is pray, pray, pray. It doesn't work like that.
假设我们身体出了问题，首先其实我们就是要去找医生，对吗？医生其实就是要来解决我们身体上的问题的，而不是说你身体出了问题去找上师。还有，假设我们的心态、我们的心理、精神上面出了一些状况，也许我们这个时候就可以去找上师去寻求解答，而不是说，但是不是每一件事情我们都是马上就是转向这个方向。 譬如说你生病了，身体有问题，当医生束手无策的时候 ，OK， 这可能就是真的你的业力上有一些因缘。那这个时候呢，我们可以转向佛法来寻求帮助。但是呢，就是身心上的问题，其实是有一定的方法去进行的。
So yes, maybe you guys think, oh, I need to be mindful, right? If you want to be the best, or if you want to be better, right, or if you want to avoid certain things, right, first, I mean, like to be informative, to be very knowledgeable person is very important, most important thing, right? But you can only be knowledgeable if you know what you need, right? If you are aware what you need in your life. If you are only aware or mindful what is going wrong with your life, what is thing that you can do, what is thing that you cannot do. If you know that, right? But to know that thing, you have to know what is happening in your life, to be aware. That's why to be a knowledgeable, successful is very important. But if you want that thing, you need to know what is happening with your life. For that, you need to be aware. Don't be like a robot. That's what I'm saying.
其实要强调的就是专注跟觉知。如果说我们要我们的生命变得更好，一般我们常会讲 ，OK， 我就是要足够的知识跟尝试，这当然是非常重要的。但是拥有这些，首先你要去知道，你要足够的专注跟觉知到说 ，OK， 生命当中现在发生的是什么样的状况，什么事情是我该去进行的，什么事情是我该去避免的，是非对错去取舍。然后呢，我要能够很清楚，这样子我的知识、我的尝试才能够真正发挥作用，对吗？可以说我们一直追求的就是我们要受良好的教育，我们要有足够的知识，然后我们要成功。当然，这可以说都是非常重要的，但是同时我们一定要有足够的专注跟觉察，去了解生命中所发生的，而不是活得像机器人一样毫无所知。
And so this is much of, there's nothing much I want to share about now. Nothing much left that I want to share about, being mindful, how to be happy, anything. But now about the puja, right? To attend certain puja, I'm not very big fan of puja. I like to study, teach, and practice, and also puja sometimes. Not very often. Sometimes I like to do puja, and it is not because puja is not important. I never say puja is not important. Puja is very important. But what is the purpose of doing puja, right? We believe in karma as a Buddhism, right? As a Buddhist, we believe a karma. What karma means? Karma is because the great masters say whatever happened in our life is based on karma, based on what you did before or what you are doing right now. What make things happen in our life, that's a karma. There's a certain things that makes our life better, that's a good karma. There's certain things that bring bad things in our life, that's a bad karma, right? So karma is very important.
那么呢，关于就是专注、觉察跟快乐，以上就是我想要跟大家分享的。那接下来呢，今天其实我们进行的就是puja，就是法会，对吗？那可以说呢，仁波切本身他自己说，他其实并不是一个非常着迷于做法会的人，他其实非常喜欢去闻跟思、研读跟去思考佛法。但是当然，他绝对也是会去修持法会的。他这边所讲的法会其实是非常重要的，绝对有它的意义的。就是身为佛教徒，我们都是相信业力的，对吗？什么是业力呢？业力一句最简单的就是欲知前世因，今生受者是；欲知来世果，今生做者是。可以说我们过去生所做的，造就了我们今生有怎么样的生活，我们现在所做的就决定了我们的未来。所以说呢，我们其实要是非常清楚，当我们行善，我们就有善业，我们有快乐；但是行恶的时候，绝对就会有恶果。
Yes, so if you have a pure heart, right? Some people are like that, very pure, and whatever happening around them, I mean, good and bad, they are very calm. When bad things happen, oh, I think there must be a certain reason in it to happen like that. You know, if someone say, oh, no problem, you know, it happens, right? That's the karma. If you have a good, clean, pure mind, even though bad things happen, you don't see it as a bad thing. You can understand it, right? And for like me, if I'm so, you know, short-tempered guy, it doesn't matter. Small thing can bring so much pain, so much anger in me. Why? Not because of that problem. Because I am very short-tempered guy, right? Now you can see, you know, that's the karma. You are so short-tempered guy. Because of that, it doesn't matter, you know, how the size of the issue. You just burst out. If you are a good person, a good human being, you know, patient, generosity, loving and kindness, kind person, it doesn't matter how big problem is there. You always see in a positive way, right? That's the energy, you know, there's a positivity energy and negative energy. If you build a negative energy, negative things will happen to you. If you build a positive energy, the positive things will happen to you. That's how it works. That's how the karma works.
可以说呢，就是生命当中，其实不管发生什么事情，我们其实就应该要能够保持一份冷静跟淡定。譬如假设一个很好的一个好人，一个佛教徒，然后如果说呢，有人呢对他不好的事情发生了，甚至对他说了一些非常糟的话，这个人可能就会说哦没有问题。其实生活就是这样，有时候这些事情就会发生，没有关系的，这可能就是我的某些业力。那么这个时候呢，不管什么事情发生，其实他能够看到，即使是坏事，他能够看到当中它的意义是什么。那人不见他举自己为例，他就说他其实脾气是比较糟的，然后常常的问题一发生，不管问题大小，他有时候呢马上就没有耐心了，然后不管问题是怎么样的，他有时候马上脾气就发起来了，然后其实就会不开心。然后这个时候呢，其实你要知道，问题不是出现，不是在那个对境上面，真正的问题其实是因为他的脾气不好，脾气坏。如果其实是一个非常好的人，好的佛教徒，他是修忍辱，他是布施，非常慷慨，非常仁慈有爱的。这时候呢，如果不好的事情发生，他都能够去转化成为非常正面的，他就是有这样的正能量。因为有正能量，它可以让好事来到。但是如果呢，它是充满负能量、负面的想法，那就很可能就吸引了不好的事情发生。所以呢，这种正能量、负能量，可以说这种好坏，这就是我们所谓的业。
So, as I say, karma is very important, right? Doing good things, thinking good things, saying good things. But now, when we pray to certain gods, right? God, we don't believe God created the world, but we believe in God, right? So there's like a long life, you know, Guanyin Pusa, long life, you know, Buddha. So we pray to them. How it work, right? We don't see them, we don't feel them. They are not around here. They're just a painting here. So when we do a prayer, how does it help? Is that actually it's not very easy, simple to just explain, but for me, most of the time, how I think is that we have to believe in a karmic connection, right? Connection is like I'll give you an example, right? Based on this COVID-19, right? Something happened, right? Something I don't know. Someone ate a bat, or maybe bat bite someone, or maybe other reason, but it happened in a very remote place, you know, a small place, maybe in a lab, right? In a lab, maybe in America, maybe in India, maybe in China, I don't know, right? Maybe in Taipei, I don't know. Something happened small somewhere in some place, right? But now, whole world is suffering now. You know. So if there's no connection, if it has nothing to do with other people, other place, other location, why we are suffering now? Because all of us are mentally and physically connected in a certain way. That's why. So in that way, when we do a prayer to a certain, Buddha and Bodhisattvas, there's a connection. As we are being suffered by a COVID-19, there's also a positive way to be blessed by this, God and Goddesses. That's how it works. So I don't want to waste a lot of time now because we are already out of schedule. So the most important thing for you guys is to have a pure intention. Pure intention means that to have compassion. Don't wish for yourself. Oh, I want to be rich. I want to be that. That's not a pure intention. Pure intention is like to have love and compassion. May other beings be happy. Because as I don't want to be unhappy, others also don't want to be unhappy. Right? So that's the pure intention. With that intention, there's a mantra printed out on that photo, and you chant the mantra. That's how you live a karmic link, a karmic connection. You have built a karmic connection, right? Then you pray, and hopefully, let's say, good things happen in your life. There's something about it. Thank you very much.
其实它是真正有用的。这时候我们其实就可以讲到我们刚刚所谈的业力。